Hey guys, it's Edward Avila. Hey, it's me again, obviously. Welcome back to my channel. It is day 4 of Pony Week. People are starting to get real sassy with me. Every week is like Pony Week for you anyway, Edward. Today, we're going to be talking... Today, we will be talking about the Unlimited Cream Shadows. Hold on. Hey, yay! These are long-wearing cream eyeshadows that she came out with. And I have every color, and so I'm gonna swatch them for you. I'm gonna swatch them, and I'm gonna talk about them. There's not really much to say. The retail price is 18,000 won each. It's like 16 bucks or so. But they're on sale here apparently. I feel like they always say that they're on sale. But anyway, there's 8 shades, and they're advertised as silky cream type eyeshadows. You don't get creasing with them apparently. And they're supposed to be easily spreadable, and yeah. I'm just gonna be doing hand swatches in this video, but at the end I'll show you a little demo of how I got this look right here in the thumbnail. So I think we will just get started. Oh, before I do this, I'll give you my little review on them, I guess. From my experience as a person, as you guys know, I have very oily eyelids, and it says that they're crease proof, but I feel like they last a pretty good while. It lasts like 5-6 hours before it starts to like wear down a little bit. It starts to crease, I suppose. The one I wear the most often is High Standard. Is kind of like your matte brown color. And I felt like after it got to that point in the day where it's like, okay, this is like, this has been like a long day, you know what I mean? When it comes to like your makeup, it kind of creased a little bit. Do keep in mind my eyes are very liney, and these are marketed for like the Korean market, and people with monolids tend to not have that issue, I think. I mean, some people probably do, but yeah, definitely if you have oily eyelids like me, it will at some point probably crease on you. Then again, it doesn't say it's like 24-hour long wear. It is pretty good wear time, I suppose, but I did get creasage from when I didn't prime my eyes. I wouldn't use like an eye primer like this per se, like, you know, this kind of eye primer, the kind of wait, I almost said moist. I don't know, a lot of people don't like that word. Very, you know, very silky, almost like, I'm gonna say it, moist kind of eye primers, kind of like the Urban Decay one or whatever. I think the best way to prime the lids, if you have oily eyelids, is probably just putting like a loose translucent powder, which actually I should probably do right now. But yeah, if you have dry eyelids, if your skin is more dry and your eyelids just aren't that oily, I guess, like mine, then these will definitely work out for you because they're quite long wearing. On a non-oily eyelid, I find that I really don't need that much product. I only need to like circle my finger in there like once or twice and then just spread. And I need to blend out the edge real quick because that shit sets quite quickly. The pigmentation is pretty intense, especially on these more darker shades here. So even as you can tell from the swatches on the Mimi Box site, these make for really great, like, quick, just whoosh, kind of eyeshadows, like very on the go. You only need to take one. Especially these darker colors are kind of multi-dimensional, so it looks like you put a lot of effort into your eyeshadow, but really. So yeah, they're long wearing, the pigmentation is really great. Just make sure you blend out the edge super quick unless you're into that like really sharp kind of, you know, hard edge kind of look. I think they work best with fingers, and you can use like a kind of densely packed brush to blend out that side. The one I like to use is, where is she? This Real Techniques one, this Bold Metals brush. You can actually also use these as like liner if you want to. You just need to use a kind of like liner brush. And you can use them however the hell you want to use them, okay? They're just long wearing, their pigmentation is great, and just make sure, like I've said a million times already, prime your lids with a translucent powder or some kind of powder underneath so that, you know, that oil issue's taken care of. Or you can even set the cream shadow with a powder eyeshadow that matches in the same color and just put that on top. But yeah, I'm just gonna get into the swatch now. Let's get started because I'm just babbling now. Alright, I think I'm just gonna start with the more nude shades, I suppose. This one is an Open-Minded. This one I've mentioned before in videos. A video, I guess. This is kind of like matte. Would that be like painterly or soft ochre? Can you see it right there? Just kind of like a skin tone shade that you can use to put all over the lid. and used to almost like prime your eyelid. Next we have Heartwarming, which is like a really warm kind of tan shade. Similar to Open-Minded, but has more of like, definitely like a warm orangey yellow base to it. This is the kind of color a lot of boy idols would use, I suppose. Then we have High Standards. This is your kind of run-of-the-mill neutral deep brown shade. This, along with the last one, Heartwarming, these two colors are definitely idol colors. Like, idols wear these sorts of colors all the fucking... These three colors, idols wear them all the fucking time. So these would be really great for kind of everyday looks because they're all matte. And yeah. You know what? As I'm swatching these, I'm going to also swatch them on this part of my arm, so at the very end we can see how they all look together. One thing to keep in mind though is you want to keep it in a room temperature area because a lot of my makeup I leave on the floor, and I have floor heating here in my Korean apartment. We have floor heating in here, and the floor can get really warm, and sometimes I've accidentally left makeup there, so in the packaging it will kind of not melt, but it will get like really watery either. It will kind of like become very emollient. So that's kind of what happened to this last one. So make sure you keep it in room temperature environment. These colors are the more like sparkly shades, the more shimmering sorts of shades. Here we have Future Proof. This one I used in my Moonlight Bloom makeup tutorial. You can see that really pretty rose gold shade. Super shiny. Then we have Paparazzi. Ooh. Oh my god, Lady Gaga, where you at? Where you at? This one is kind of like a bright orange. Oh my god, I really hope that registers properly on camera. It's a really bright orange with kind of red orangey shimmer running through it. It is this color's a little bit more you have to like work it in because it's a little bit more crusty. Not crusty. Crusty is the worst word to use. It has a little bit of like, oh my god, crumbles is the worst word, but to try not to think of it like a negative connotation, but it bunches a little bit, so you have to work it in, especially if you're using your finger. I don't know if you can see this, but when it shines in the light, yeah, you probably can't see it. It almost has like a pink hue to it, a very tiny pink hue to it. So I think it makes a really cute color for in the summer maybe. And then we have Beloved. Such a cute name. That's a cute name. Reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. This one is a kind of warm, it's like a light pink, but it's more on the warm side. Oh my god, sorry. It has flecks of like gold and like really pastel colored shimmers in it. This one is really pretty as well. These two are the kind of dark horses of the collection. This is a really gorgeous color. This is X Factor. This one, how do you explain this? Oh my god, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Aliens versus Predators, which is the one that has like the long head that looks like a dick. For some reason, this reminds me of that. It's like, on first inspection, it's kind of like a really dark gray brown, but when you tilt it in the light, when you shift it and you know the light hits it in different ways, it has like a green blue hue to it. So this is a really pretty multi-dimensional color. Gorgeous. There are little blue flecks in there. And then last but definitely not least is Over Imagination. Oh my god, this is so pretty. It's like a burgundy, purple, red kind of shade. That is fucking pretty. This is the one that I'm gonna put on my eyelids to show you. There's some pink and purple flecks in there, little shimmers. So yeah, these colors are really, really smooth, and when you put them on the lid, or on the skin, they don't feel like thick at all. They're really thin, but the pigmentation is really, really good. This is like the worst place. You can see my underarm. I'm so sorry. These are the swatches. There you go. That's true again. These are all the swatches together. Really, really pretty. Oh wait, you see my light? Oh my god. These would be great for basic everyday makeup. These ones right here, if you want a little bit more interest, add some sparkle and shine to your eyes. And these last two are great for maybe for definition, or if you like really bold eye looks. You know, you can pair it with like a nude lip or something, or you can pair it with a really deep lip. But yeah, that's all the shades. And when you rub them, they're pretty like, they don't budge that much. But then again, honestly, if you think this is probably just because I just put it on, yeah. These ones need a little bit more time to set, and you'll know they're set when they don't feel tacky at all on the eye. But honestly, girl, if I'm going to be doing a look, if she's going to do a look, I'm not going to be sitting there rubbing my eyeballs, you know what I mean? I know your eyes can get really itchy sometimes, especially if you've got a look. If you're sporting that cut crease, those Huda Beauty lashes, and those like Desio lenses, you're going to want to scratch your eye, but you know, this is me all day. Anyway, as long as you're not like scrubbing at your eyes, they're going to pretty much stay where they're applied. Alright, now I'm going to show you like a really quick sort of demo. I'm going to apply Over Imagination on my lids. Again, just going to use my finger. Bitch. Are you kidding me? And you can build up the intensity. However, if you do so, you might want to wait for your first layer to set, because if you keep trying to build on top, you're just going to wipe away, because the formula is so thin, you're going to keep wiping away the first layer, I guess. So give it a second to set a little bit, and then you can go in with another layer. Bitch, are you fucking kidding me? Ugh. Just for a little bit of extra dimension, I'm gonna put Future Proof on the center. Oh my god, fuck. Damn, fuck. Alright, I hope you guys found that review useful. If you're interested in the products, I'll try to link them down below for you. Yeah. See you in my next video. Bye bye.